With Marvel scrambling to figure out what they are going to do for the next Avengers films, initially surrounding Jonathan Majors, and while they are doing so, there are many different kinds of villains they could use to replace Kang the Conqueror. Currently, there are rumors going around of Doctor Doom, and others such as just replacing the actor, which actually could be a better bet instead of rewriting the whole storyline. Nonetheless, we wanted to go over some of the villains from the Marvel comics that are just a bit too scary to introduce to a franchise where they haven't had any rated R films, with the exception of Deadpool for language. To start off, this Spider-Man villain looks horrendous to say the least, even in the form of the comics. The Thousand is a Spider-Man villain that is pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel after Carl King realizes Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider to become Spider-Man. He decides to eat the spider to see if he can luck out and gain powers too, and according to the picture, it doesn't turn out the way he had hoped. Number 2 on our list is another villain called Mr. Smile. Similar, at least in my opinion, to the clown It. With that very creepy smile, this villain has the same effect. Mr. Smile might be more evil than the Joker as he's actually a literal demon. This beaming bad guy built himself a mallet of entropy to use on atomic structures, but it's the sheer amount of teeth in his mouth that will harvest nightmares. I'll admit this isn't something I would like to see in the live action sense either. Freak comes in third place, and seeing more and more of these pictures of these villains already gives the reason why we will never see them picked for a Marvel film. Introduced in the Spider-Man comics as a person with substance dependencies, Freak comes into a monstrous mess after injecting himself with animal stem cell fluids from Dr. Kurt Connor's lab. Styx has to be one of the weirdest I've seen, appearing in all gray and with a circular mouth with what looks to be filled with thorns for teeth. Styx is actually one of Dr. Hayler's many personalities, specifically personality number 666. Much likely the beastly number of the persona, Styx allows Haller to take hold of the consciousness of anyone he touches. Put simply, the Shadow King is Marvel's version of the Exorcist demon Pazuzu. It's a disturbing and malevolent entity from the deepest, darkest part of humanity's consciousness that bonds with the telekinetic mutant known as Amali Farak. Next is a villain that actually came from the Deadpool comics. What if there was a supervillain who has a healing factor to rival Wolverine's and the power to drive anyone who looks into his eyes to the brink of insanity for a short period of time? Well, that's Madcap. The Brood almost looks like something coming straight out of the Ant-Man and the Wasp films. Not only is their visual design clearly inspired by H.R. Giger's work on Alien, but the sole purpose of these insectoids is to spread their seed and host, ensuring the brood never stops growing. Skinless Man is what you would expect him to look like, a man with no skin. He is a mutant who used to have elastic skin, which is absolutely no use to him after he had his skin peeled off his body as punishment for all the people he butchered. Fortunately, he teaches his muscles how to expand, which effectively makes him like a skinless version of Mr. Fantastic. Reginald 14's Abomination has similar qualities to Hulk, but 14 retrieves gamma-activated tissue that was taken from the corpse of the original Abomination, while the Demogoblin is another Spider-Man villain that is similar to Spider-Man himself, with just a weird look. Arcade and Carrion are last on this list, with Arcade seen as equivalent to Riddler or maybe even Jigsaw from the Saw films. Carrion has more of walking plague, and if he touches somebody, they'll instantly start decaying. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these characters, and did you know all of them? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys!